The leader of the Opportunities Party says he's already in talks with all major political parties about possible electorate deals that could see Top win a seat. The claims come hot on the heels of name-calling and a public falling out between the new leader, Geoff Simmons, and the party founder, Gareth Morgan, who has cut all ties, including financial support, to the party. RNZ's in-depth team has revealed allegations Top is insolvent and crippled by infighting. I spoke to leader Geoff Simmons, who says he's telling Gareth Morgan to butt out of the party he founded.
He has no role in the party whatsoever anymore, so who cares, frankly? I don't even know why you guys print what he says. I mean, isn't the guy in retirement?
He has said a number of things, like he's described, well, some of the members who remain in Top as grovelling, compromising political aspirants who lack talent, a degenerate faction and disloyal retrobates and uninspiring. I mean, can you see a group there that you belong to or identify with?
No, look, Gareth, Gareth ultimately can't understand why people would volunteer their time, donate, would get behind a movement. It's something that I think is a bit of an anathema to him. He's used to having to pay people to do the work. We've now got a group of incredibly skilled and talented volunteers doing all the things that the party used to do when he was running it, and they're doing it all for free. I just don't think he can get his head around that if you empower people, they'll do amazing things. People actually care. People want real change and are sick of the kind of tinkering and bickering that we see from the old red and blue, career politicians.
So
they
you
really
are serious.
Want something different.
So you are serious about contesting the next election?
Absolutely, yes.
So how many members do you have?
Well, over
currently
4,000
signed
now.
up?
Over 4,000 now.
And how
it's been growing since Gareth left, and I think that irks him somewhat. How
are the party coffers looking?
Well, we are fundraising. Of course, funding is always going to be the challenge without having, a sugar daddy to bankroll you. But our members have been generously donating to us, and we're about halfway to our total of being able to contest the next election. So, we're going to be continuing that push over the next few months.
So what's your goal then? How much do you need to contest an election, do you think? Because from within your ranks, there is an allegation that the party's insolvent. So
yeah, well, that's just completely false. And our treasurer spit tax when he saw that allegation, because it was just basically financially illiterate to claim that.
So how much have you got then? How much is in the war chest? Geoff, you're all about transparency and honesty. That's your brand. So let's go here. How much have you got?
Well, like I said, we are halfway towards our total for the next election, and our plan is to have an open and honest conversation with members about where we're at the AGM, which is coming up in about 6 weeks, Lisa. So I really want to talk to my members before I give all the details to the general public. But I can assure you that it'll all be public after that.
Well, what happened to the Top party being the party of policies and not the party of personalities? Because that was kind of your catch cry, because you're looking seriously like a bunch of disparate personalities at this point, aren't you?
Well, do you think Gareth Morgan ever really stuck to that line about it being about policies and not about politics? Look, a culture change is going on in our organisation right now. We are moving from the old model of being all about Gareth to being a proper movement and developing a set of shared values. It is a process of transition and transformation, and some people aren't going to like that, and yes, they will speak out. Yes, it is messy, but that is actually what politics should look like. It should be about debate. It should be about a contest of ideas. And if some people want to, delve into personality politics during that process, then I'd say that just reveals the weakness of their arguments.
Can you really survive? Because what did you get last time round?
2.5%.
Yeah, 2.5%, and you had Gareth Morgan funding you and Gareth Morgan fronting. Can you really do any better than that this time round?
Well, I think our goal for this year is to get back the support we had at the 2017 election, and in that context, in the current political context, 2.5% would put us at potentially the 4th biggest party in the country, because that's where Winston
Peters is right now. Doesn't get you over the line, though. Doesn't get you over the line unless you win a seat.
It puts you in a pretty serious position to go and talk to the likes of Labour and National about an electorate seat. And we know from our polling at the last election that the only thing that put people off voting for us was that they were concerned we wouldn't get to 5%. So if we've got an electorate seat in the bank, then I think, yes, we will get over 5%.
So, Geoff, are you talking about doing a deal with one of the main parties for an electorate seat?
We have, but we've made it clear that we are open to having that conversation. We do not want to be tied to the side of Labour or National like the Greens or ACT are, because that basically makes you irrelevant.
But if you ask for a free pass, sorry, just to interrupt you there, but if you ask for a free pass, an electorate seat, then you owe, don't you? You owe someone.
Well, Peter Dunn didn't. Peter Dunn managed to carve out Ohario without that being the case. But people really can see the power of Winston's monarch maker position at the moment. Imagine if we had someone in the middle that was prepared to actually help the country progress rather than go backwards. Imagine being able to do a deal, $3 billion for the environment. How great would that be?
And that's Geoff Simmons, the leader of the Opportunities Party.